Hey, I'm Lani, and I'm going to teach you how to play a song called Monster by MEG AND DIA. Okay, so one of the most important things you're going to need is a guitar with full 6 strings, and this is going to be played on a steel guitar, standard tuning, and a pick. So this song is played with power chords, basically just 4 main power chords, and the first chord is called a G chord, and this is my self-drawn tab. Tabs are usually read this way, but it makes more sense to read it this way to me. So yeah, I made this all by myself, and if it's a bad tab, I'm sorry. But here, you can read a tab like this. The 6 lines going horizontally are the 6 strings of the guitar, and right there you can tell because it's listed E, A, D, G, B, A, which are the names of the strings for the guitar. And then the 2 lines going vertically are the frets. And the 1, 3, 4 numbers on the dots are counting your fingers. You can count your fingers like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So since it's saying 1, 3, 4, you're just using your pointer, your ring finger, and your pinky. And the X's mean that these strings are not going to be played. So this is the first chord. It's called a G power chord, and it looks like this on the guitar. It's played on the 2nd fret over here. So it said put your pointer there on the 2nd fret, your ring finger on the A chord on the 4th fret, and your pinky on the D string on the 4th fret. And so it sounds like this. And the next chord is called an A chord, and it looks like this. Yeah, it's basically the same finger positions as the first chord, but it's played on the 5th fret. So the G chord was here on the 2nd fret, but you moved to the 5th fret for the A chord. Excuse my ignorance, but I don't know what the next 2 chords are called, so I just called them like some power chord, and yeah. So this is the finger positions for the next chord. It's played on the 5th fret as well, but instead of putting your your index finger on the E string, you're going to be putting it on the A string on the 5th fret. So it's basically you just move all your fingers down a step. So instead of playing the bottom 3 strings, you don't play the top string and the 2 last strings. So this is what it looks like on the guitar. This was the A, and this is the next chord. So the last chord, again, I don't know the name, so I just named it that. So yeah, it's the same finger styles as the chord I just showed you before, but it's played on the 7th fret. So this is what it looks like. Here's the 5th fret, here's the 7th fret. Okay, so now that you know what chords you're going to be playing, I'm going to teach you how to play the verses of the songs. Now, the verses of the songs are played with a technique called palm mute. Palm mute is when you put your palm on the bridge over here on the strings, and you just place it there, and you just strum, and it sounds like that, like you're muffling the strings. Yeah. So, as you do that, when you're making the chords over here, you do the G chord that I showed you. Then you move to the A chord. Okay, so after the verse comes the pre-chorus. The pre-chorus is the same chords that I showed you in the same order, but the strumming is different from the palm mute in the verse. So the strumming, so it sounds like this. So it goes from G chord to the A chord to some power chord, then to another power chord. Now the pre-chorus, you play those chords 2 times, but in between the 2 pre-choruses there's a break, and the break just goes like this. Yeah, so it's the pre-chorus, So the chorus goes like this. It starts off with a G, goes to some power chord, then it goes to the A chord, then it goes to another power chord. So it's like this. Now the bridge it kind of gets more tricky, so you might want to really pay attention for this one. Now the bridge, it starts off with a G chord. Okay, so that it's the G, and you just go strumming. But before you do the last strumming going up, you let go of 3 and 4, and you just go. So it sounds like this. Okay, see it? Okay, so you do that the first time. Then the next time you do the same. But on the last part going up, you move quickly to the A string and you strum up. So it's sorry. Okay, so the first part of the bridge goes like this. I'm going to show you one more time. Okay, so when you finally get that down, you can move to the next part of the bridge, and it's just some other power chord and another power chord, but it goes like this. It's the same strumming. And on the last strum up, you go here. Okay, so now that you know all the chorus of the song, I'm just going to play for you the first half so that you basically just get a feel of what it's going to sound like and what will happen when you get the lyrics. So yeah, here goes. His little whispers, love me, that's all I ask for. Love me, he bettered his tiny fist to feel something. Wondered what it's like to touch and feel something. Wonder how should I feel? Creatures lie here, looking through the window. Okay, so that was the first half. And basically it's just those chords repeated all over again for the next verse, and then the chorus, and then the pre-chorus, and then yeah. So, yeah, so basically when you put those all together and you listen to what the song actually sounds like, you can actually learn the full song. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. See ya!